My name is James Williams Jr. and I'm pissed off and I'm going to piss you off and this is not for children. Okay, so here we go. Let me make this abundantly clear first. My name, you know. My ethnicity, let me give it to you one more time just in case you guys fucking forgotten. I am part Cherokee, I am part black, and I am part white. Today, I am not feeling the blackness. Now let me explain this to you. Apparently, when I woke up this morning and the Today Show was on, and the Today Show happened to introduce us to three young black idiots that went to China and decided, hey, let's do some shoplifting. Now, look, UCLA is expensive. Going to China is expensive. If you have money to go to UCLA and got money to go to China, then you probably got money to buy the shit. Instead of trying to do something exceptionally stupid like steal it. I'm poor as dirt. If I could afford a trip to China, I would go to China. But I can't. And now, thanks to these guys, we probably won't be very welcomed or received in China because you guys just ruined it all for black people. Now, I know you guys are thinking, but James, you're not all the way black. That's not the fucking point. The point is, now that we're back on the reason we don't like black people list, thank you guys. Thank you very fucking much. Now, yeah, I'm in the clothes from the night before because I just woke up. I just woke up literally. Like, I'm awake now, but I was going back to sleep. But before I had to go take my nephews to school, this shit popped up. I was already angry when I woke up, and this didn't fucking help. Let me break it down for y'all. See, I'm 44, and all my life, no matter what, up until 9/11, I have been followed through stores by store detectives. I can have as much as $200 in my pocket, and they still think that I'm going to fucking steal something because of the color of my skin. Now, maybe they didn't think I was black. Maybe they thought I was Mexican. Maybe they thought I was Filipino. Maybe they thought I was Hawaiian. But the fact that I had money and brown skin did not stop the store detective from following me around Sears before I got a job there for like an hour. And I didn't even get to buy what I wanted. And it was a Sears exclusive, whatever the fuck it was that I was trying to buy. And now you guys, basketball shooters, you don't miss when you're going for the shot. But guess what? This is why you're not fucking hot. You done fucked it up for us. Again. See, when 9/11 came, they were looking for a different kind of brown. That's right. They were no longer hounding black people for shit because they know that black people aren't going to jump on board a plane and take the fuck over because most of us are afraid of flying and heights in general. And then we were clear. And then along came the damn DC sniper. And where did we go? Right back to the top of the reason list that people hate black people. Alright? We were good for like 8 months during 9/11. We were good. There were nobody else hating black people. There was no one. You could go into fucking stores and shop and no one would follow you around because they were no longer looking at us. Then the DC sniper happened. Back on top. Charlottesville serial rapist got caught. Back on top. And now, you idiots, they go to a foreign country and decide you want to steal something. Did our local news not make it to UCLA with the young man who died trying to take a poster from fucking North Korea? Which, again, have all of your parents failed you in the lesson of do not touch shit that you didn't pay for? Is my mom and dad the only one who raised people to not touch shit if you didn't pay for it? I mean, come on. There's a time to steal and a time not to steal. Let's be honest. Um, if you're hungry and you have no money and you steal food, it's kind of acceptable because hunger makes you do dumb shit, just like love. But in all seriousness, you don't go to a foreign country, especially if you're a fucking American, and do something that's motherfucking stupid. Yet again, someone has failed you in your life. Your schools, your high dollar UCLA college, don't they give you guys like mandates before you take a trip to another country of what you should and shouldn't do? And then after the young kid in Korea, you would think that that would have been like a global thing to teach all of the students, no matter what color, creed, or gender they are, that one, stealing is wrong, and two, when you go to a foreign country, you must be on your best behavior. Now I'm going to take y'all back to the 90s. Back when I was younger, back when I was in high school, there was a kid whose parents was diplomats who went to Singapore and decided to play Captain America with a stop sign and decided to throw it through everybody's fucking car windows, and his ass got Singapore caned in public. Probably was televised there, but it wasn't televised here because we do believe in not showing things that are inhumane. But yet, this is why this shit keeps happening. This is for all you young people of color, specifically black people. Stop giving them reasons to fucking hate us. They already hate us because we're colored. Stop giving them more excuses to hate us. Stop having nigger moments where you think it's cool to go in here and just, oh, I'm just going to steal this. But you got $100 in your pocket. Stop being an asshole. Stop being a jerk. If you have money, pay for it. Because your actions reflect all of us. Yeah, you guys, I just pissed off with everything I just said. I used the N-word that I don't like to use. I brought up the young dead fella who died and came back from North Korea and then he died. Yeah, I wasn't politically correct, but he went there and they didn't teach him not to steal a fucking damn piece of paper, a fucking propaganda poster. You know, cell phones work. You can take a picture of whatever the hell it was you wanted that badly, save it, text it to yourself, get it on your memory card. You can go to Costco's or wherever the hell else you can go to take your disc out your phone and print the shit out. Young guy from Korea would still be alive today had his church and his university actually laid down some goddamn ground rules. It is so easy to get in trouble in a foreign country. It is. In fact, it is too easy to get in trouble in a foreign country. Now, I'm not saying you have to live in fear, but here's the thing. If you go into a foreign country, and I don't give a flying fuck if you're black, white, or Asian, because yes, some Asians need to go to their motherland. It's an experience that a lot of Asian families do. You know, like the families who have relatives there. Like, okay, well, they travel back and forth for years. I've had Asian friends who, yeah, my grandparents still live over there, so we go see them every 2 or 3 years. Depends on if we can afford the trip or not. So yeah, a lot of Asians that are ABA. That's the long and short for being American born Asian. That way I don't politically piss anybody off. A lot of them do go back to their homeland. Alright? Since I'm Cherokee and black and white, this is my homeland. Now, if I was living in Japan, I would come visit America every now and again and then go back. However, I don't have another homeland. No, Native Americans were here. We've been here for 10,000 years. There's nothing in any foreign country outside of Mongolia, which is where the Native American ties are strongly to culturally. I have no need to go anywhere else. Now, also I don't like cold weather. When you go to these foreign countries, it is so easy for an American to get in trouble. So here's what you do, and you guys don't have to like me, and you guys are going to say a whole bunch of shit about this video, and I don't give a fuck. So I'm going to put it to you correct and polite as possible. When you go to a foreign country, yeah, especially if it's your first time, here's what you do. Before you go, you learn the laws. When you get there, you go on one tour, and then you stay in your hotel until it's time for you to go. Now, get a tour guide, maybe take a 2-day tour. If you're there for 5 days, you take a 2-day tour, get to know the city, and get your ass back to your hotel. They have room services in most hotels, so that's where you go. You don't want to pay room services? There's generally, where there's a hotel, there's generally a restaurant somewhere close by. So you go there and eat, you get to know the people, and you can have more fun in your hotel than you think. And especially if it's your first trip there. Now, if it's like your third or fourth trip, by now you know the city and everything and all the rules and stuff, and that's different. But if it's your first trip to a foreign country, you don't leave the fucking hotel. You leave in a group, You get on a tour, you never get off the tour. When the tour comes to an end, it should be back at your hotel, and you get the hell out of there, and then you go back to bed. Get up, enjoy your tour, go do another tour, bring your ass back home. And hotel is home and safety until you do something stupid like these three basketball players. They did something stupid because they stormed the hotel, according to what I heard on CNN or Sports Center or whatever the hell it was that I just watched while I was taking my nephew to school, waiting for him to be able to get into the school. We can't keep doing this as Americans. Alright, we can't. We can't keep doing this as Americans. We have to stop doing this where we go to foreign countries and get our asses in trouble. We can't keep doing that shit. Because eventually we won't be able to go into foreign countries. And then the red-headed demon who runs the country will have a reason for a travel ban. Like a real reason for a travel ban, because our people is our people. But our people need to stop doing stupid shit. And generally, you know, you have to understand that you're an American. That does not make you God. That does not mean you can go to a foreign country and do what the fuck you want. No, it means you're visiting. Respect the people, respect the laws, and then come the fuck home. My first trip to Canada, it was just like going to another state because they speak English there. And the only problem that Canada tends to have is regular Canadians, regular Canadians, and French Canadians. That was the only problem I noticed. There was almost absolutely no racism that I was exposed to. I was never called a half breed. I was never called a nigger. I was never called a First Nations chief or any of that other shit. I was never called a gook or whatever other people mistake me for. I was called by my fucking name and respected. And I showed them the same respect that they showed me. So when you go to a foreign country, regardless of where it is, you need to respect that country. You need to respect its culture. You need to respect its laws. You need to learn its laws. And you might want to know if they speak English before you go there, because it's almost impossible to learn another language on the plane. All right, now I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's almost impossible. Or to quote the Koreans, because yesterday was Mass Effect in 7 day, many things are impossible until they're actually done. So here's a tip as I close out so I can go to hell to bed and get up and take my shower when Steve Wilkos comes back on. Stop going to foreign countries and doing stupid shit. If this video pisses you off, and especially if it pisses you off because you're black, then you probably read my post on Facebook. And you're probably watching my video right now. Good. Because someone in your life fucking failed you. And if you're black and you go to foreign countries and do something stupid, someone in your life has failed you. Apparently your parents forgot to tell you not to go outside and cause trouble, because there are a lot of people in the world who just won't like you because you're black. You don't have to be an asshole, but because you're black, you're always going to be under the microscope. Now, if that sounds racist, I'm sorry. But it's not racist when it's 1,000% the fucking truth. I was born in 73. And from the time I could walk until my current age now, have always been told not to do dumb shit. Not to go to stores and steal, not to go anywhere in a foreign country and steal, and not to just go around and act like a nigger. Alright? Yeah, I said it. I hate that word, but it's the only word you dummies tend to understand. And if you don't understand what a nigger moment is, go Google the Boondocks cartoon and you'll catch up. But you don't go to a foreign country and act like an asshole. You don't go to a foreign country and steal. You make preparations before you go. If it takes you a whole year to get to China, then in that case, because it would take me like 7, you have your saved up money for spending, you're saved up money for your hotel, you're saved up money for your fucking food and your fucking souvenir shopping, which really goes back into spending, so you really only need 2 lists, but I have 3 fingers up here for a reason. And the most important thing, when you go to a foreign country, respect. Learn how to say please in their language. Learn how to say thank you in their language. Learn how to ask for the bathroom and for mealtime, because those 4 things will be very important to you in case you ever get lost. And the 5th and golden rule, if all else fails, stay at your hotel. You know, If you're scared you're going to get in trouble, and there's nothing wrong with that, stay at your hotel. You can't get in trouble in your hotel room if you don't leave the motherfucker. No. And I will say, if you go to another country, get some of their culture, but don't go too far from your hotel. If you go somewhere with people who you know are nothing but trouble, then they're going to get you in trouble. So don't go on trips with people you know get in trouble. It's not that difficult to stay out of trouble. In fact, it's harder to stay out of trouble than it is to get in trouble. If you don't know your friends and your friends are troublemakers, then you're in trouble too. And that's a lesson that apparently every parent except for mine has epically failed their children at when it comes to children of color. Maybe a couple of children of non-color. Because let's face it, a lot of people just think they can do what the fuck they want and there's no consequences. Well, here's a tip. If we bring ass whoopings back into the house, instead of the law telling us that we can't beat our kids' ass when they do something wrong, then shit like that just happened in China with these 3 black kids would have never happened if ass whoopings was allowed. And if they got their ass whoopings and went over there and stole shit, then they deserve whatever crime and punishment fits the crime over there. And in some foreign countries, they cut off your fucking hands. So you probably shouldn't go anywhere and steal shit. I'm James Williams. This is Kung Fu Epic number 2. And if this pisses you off, fucking great. I did my fucking job again. Good day. This is Kung Fu Epic number 2. Be seeing you. And again, if you're pissed off, good. I hope this pissed you off because I'm tired of not being able to go shop because one black person fucked it up for the rest of us. Enough said. Be seeing you.